It's loading. It's a movement. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk. Black talk, real talk. Like, yeah, my name is Truth. From what you wanna hear. NFA got my back. Let's make it crystal clear. We screaming black power. We ain't never scared. Two queens who do the most is host. So it's a movement. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk. Black talk, real talk. Like, wow. It's a movement. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk. Black talk, real talk. Like, wow. It's a movement. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk. Black talk, real talk. Like, yeah, my name is Truth. From what you wanna hear. NFA got my back. Let's make it crystal clear. We screaming black power. We ain't never scared. Two queens who do the most is host. So it's a movement. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk. Black talk, real talk. Like, wow. It's a movement. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk. Black talk, real talk. Like, wow. Hey, welcome to Black Talk, everybody. Welcome to Black Talk, the movement. We got two guests today. We got Angela Benton down at the bottom. And we also have Jonathan Wright. They have been with us from the beginning in our little messenger chat box, conversing back and forth with us, giving us their opinions. So we decided to have them as guests today on the show. Neffy and Shakira, they're busy. They got things going on. So the party must go on. And the first topic I want to talk about is Jacob Blake, the 29-year-old that turned his back on police officers and they shot him. Anybody want to speak upon that or say something about that in regards to it?
Brother Vincent want to start off with that one. I heard about it, but I really didn't dive into it.
Okay. I don't really know much either. I was just hoping we all could speak on vibe off it or exchange information.
Sure. Just pretty much me personally, just overall when it came to just police violence, just in general, it's got to the point now where I thought it was scary when my great grandmother got to the point of dealing with all this. But now it's come to a rhythmic attitude and behavior for us as Black people. And when I mean a rhythmic behavior, meaning that when I walk out the door, I walk out a certain time of day, I walk out a certain time of night. I have a certain face on when I walk out the door. I literally will wear something more appealing to my Caucasian brothers and sisters out there, especially in law enforcement, because I feel like that's my type of armor, just to go 5 minutes around the corner to Dollar General or Walmart or whatever have you, just to be safe. Even when I relocated, it's still around, but when I relocated from Jersey, because my radar was like so heightened, but when I came to the South, I kind of got a little bit laid back. But when I had an officer pretty much mind his business, he could have been a good guy, I don't know, but just the fact when he got like 2 car lengths behind me, there's no cars literally behind me but him, I literally remember I made a U-turn, pulled into somewhere else just so he won't pull me over. That's my mind thinking. And when he passed by me, I jumped right back into my lane and went straight home.
I feel you on that one, brother. I'll be avoiding them too.
Yeah. And I have a good record. You know what I'm saying? Like when my childish days when I was in like I said, Jersey again, my criminal act was pretty much a speeding ticket or a dumb traffic ticket, and that's pretty much me. Rinse and repeat offender on that one. And but just even now, just looking back, like anytime, just for all these instances coming in with other Black men, Black sisters, just with officers alone, I just avoid them completely.
Okay. Hey, Vincent, your mic is on mute, Vince.
Yeah, I'm mute, brother. You're on mute.
He been talking. He been done like old boy was last week.
Yeah,
I'm like, he's still going.
Yeah, the other one's a little bit. He's a little bit. He was special.
Yeah. But I'm gonna get about him. Hey, Vincent, Go out, come back in. We don't mind. We make bloopers on here all the time. Go back out, come back in. Vincent?
There
okay.
You go.
Yeah, when I spoke to him one-on-one, he was totally different. He was cool, calm, seemed like his head was straight. Man, when he got called, when it was time to do the show, I don't know what happened. He lost his mind. He was drugged up. That's what he was. He was high. That's what it was.
I was more interested of just trying to hear his thoughts of it personally, and so it was just a shame that he didn't get on correctly like he's supposed to. It was pretty much just, you know, and I try to, you know, shame him just pretty much the cameras. He's here, he's there, and I watched it for like the whole time. I think like it ran to like 2 hours, and I had
like
listened to y'all. Yeah, I was listening to y'all, and I was pretty much had I think something else I was doing online. And I was just like, okay, he's back, so I'm just turning my head, waiting for the moment. But
okay, Vincent, can you hello?
I'm back.
Okay,
yeah,
Vincent.
Back.
Yay!
I'm not yo. Do not compare me. Please do not compare me to what's that movie? What's that movie to agree? Excuse me, to Eminem. Please don't compare me to Eminem.
Okay.
What was that called again?
Green Mile. Oh, 8 Mile Road. 8 Mile Road.
Yeah. Something like that.
Okay, that was.
Or Malamose Wanted.
Okay, but go ahead, Vincent. Go ahead. I know you was gonna say something when you came back. When you went out, I see your face. I'm like, he gonna come back and say something. But go ahead.
Okay, let me chime in on this because this is deep. This is deep, and this has been going back since the days of slavery, with the overseer, and the overseer was hired by the slave master to oversee the slaves. Now, bring it forward to today. The police still view us as cattle amongst the owners, and it's shameful because in this country it's supposed to be equal rights, knowing that the simple fact that we are second-class citizens, and in that situation where, from what I was reading, the brother, he went into a house because two women was quarreling, and he went to go break it up. And by that time, the police came and escalated to something else where I guess he had a warrant, and the police tried to arrest him, and he just said, nah, I ain't do nothing. You know what I mean? I'm leaving the situation. I got my kids in the car.
Right.
But anyway, it said, so they say he had one of the officers in a headlock. So it was now 3 officers, and he got away after they used a stun on him, and it didn't do anything to him. And I guess his adrenaline was going so much that he said, I got to get back to my kids. I don't need them to see this, that he walked away. Now, his back turned, you still got 3 officers, walking behind him. If they really wanted to get him, they could have tackled that man down, handcuffed him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Pepper spray. Now, all that man did was open his car door up, was going into his car. I don't know if he had a weapon or not, but regardless of the fact, they shot the man not once, not twice, but 7 times. Now, come on now, listen. I'm beat. I'm not beat. They tried to kill that man.
Yeah.
And it's shameful because you know what? As a black man, every time we step out this door, we don't know what the hell's going to happen to us. And it's shameful. It has to be that way. When I get around police, I get nervous. It's not because I'm scared of them. It's the simple fact that I don't know what's going to be the outcome. I had guns drawn on me before for several police officers who were Caucasian, and guess what? They pulled me over for mistaken identity. Now, why you got your guns drawn, and I'm not the person who you thought I was, knowing that the simple fact my license saying a name totally different, but yet you still got your guns on. You know what I mean? So if it wasn't for a brother coming up to him and saying, "Listen, how can this guy be 5'7" when he's 5'10"? How can this guy be white when he's black?" And so Bottom line is that, you know what, they apologized, you know what I mean, told me to have a good night and everything. But regardless of the fact the damage was done, that's psychological damage right there, you know?
Right.
But in the same token, us as black men, we have to be careful because if we say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, it can set them cops off, and that's the end of our lives, you know? And it's shameful, it has to be that way.
Yeah,
Right.
and at the same time, just like I said, me, your age, and our generation, even over us, we more self-aware of that. When I seen one where the officer pulled over a lady. Their red flag was a legal motorcycle, something like that. The description was totally off, where it was basically an SUV with a family of 5, with 2 boys and a girl and somebody else. And the officers pulled them out, and it was in the parking lot. Pulled them out, laid them on the ground, had them there on their bellies with their hands behind their back. And the young kid, the officers somewhat was trying to be polite, like, "Hey, do you want to sit up? Do you want to turn over?" And the little 7, 11-year-old was like, "No," and just fussing at him. And in the back of my mind, I was like, "Baby, please don't say anything. Just stay quiet. Just everything that we embraced." And I felt bad for them because they're not aware of that. So now, because of that experience, they got to go back home with a different mindset. Okay, this is how the world really is. Is that really how the world really is? And then their parents like us or our elders have to sit down and have that long, hard conversation with them. And that hurts. And it shouldn't be like that.
Yes, it does. But and it's even shameful because you know what? White people can talk to the police any way they want. They can do anything they feel. And guess what? They just get a ticket. With us, we have to worry about getting our ass whooped, getting shot, being taken down to the station for some BS, you know what I mean? Rest in paradise, Sandra Bland, you know what I mean? Listen, it's just, they don't have no respect for us. They lust after our women. They treat us like shit, Listen, it's just another story, man. And I can go on and on and on and on and on about it. But at the end of the day, we just got to educate our children better and let them know, bring awareness to them what's going on, It's not all about video games or whatever, sports, whatever. It's about awareness what's going on in this world and how to conduct themselves amongst these crackers, you know what I mean?
Well, right. Mr. Ric Flair, because I want to interact with the audience. Ric Flair asked, how early do you have to talk with your kids?
As soon as they start talking. That's my
5.
I know that's 5. Right.
As soon as they start talking.
5. With young girls, 3, because they're a little more mature than guys. You know what I mean? You can explain to things a little better. 3.
3. Okay. I'm scared because I'm a single. I already had an altercation. I always talk about it with a racist that live here in my neighborhood. I was called an effing nigger and assault with battery from the white man. So out here, like I always talk about this South, man. It's beautiful. The weather's beautiful. You're never gonna get this weather up north. You're gonna get more hot days in the South than you are in the North. It's peaceful too. Oh yeah.
I don't know about that.
What you mean?
Jersey was a frying pan this year, but go ahead. Jersey was a frying pan this year.
We can always win once.
Jersey's all day. I represent Jersey. That's where I was born and bred.
I do too.
But I ain't going back.
I'm sorry. I retired to snow.
Right? Yep. But it's fearful me being a single black woman, and all I got is me to protect myself and my kids. So I avoid certain things, and they always mess with me. Huh?
Quinn, can I ask a question?
Go ahead. Sure.
Do you have are you registered?
That's the process. I was this close to getting my gun. This close. 2 reasons why. They was about to close and they had to wait for my background check to come through, and the system was so slow, so it didn't come through till the next day. Then all of a sudden when I went up there, they wanted the documents that I showed the other salesman the day before that okayed me. They wanted to see them documents. And I said, I'm not showing you nothing because all I was waiting for was my background check. And if y'all care so much about my documents, he would have made copies the day before. So they gave me a hard time with getting my gun. And then the crazy part, the gun jammed, so I already knew it was a bad gun. I don't know about too many guns, but I know how to shoot them. But it was a process. They giving me a hard time getting a weapon, and I don't have a record. So
I don't know the state law rules regulations with carrying a firearm there, but in Alabama, Georgia, you pretty much can get it like in an hour. Like you don't like my homeboy, I think he's in Michigan. He said he actually have to do training just to carry a permit to have a gun. So Alabama, Georgia, you don't. Alabama, Georgia, you don't. You just come on in, show your ID, of course, a quick background, but after that, like less than an hour, I'm good to go.
Right, and this was for a shotgun. I should be able to get a shotgun, but they still got to do the background check, right?
Yeah. Don't cost you nothing.
I didn't even want a handgun. I wanted one of them big things like somebody come through my door.
Okay, don't pop your shoulder out now.
Here in
Jersey when it came out.
It's a process.
Yep.
And because
New
of
York
that reason
too.
right there, because of that reason, I'm relocating to South. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to protect myself.
Right.
I'm going to protect my home and I'm going to protect mine, And if you come up in mine, guess what? Hey, I got power backing me of my ancestors. Prayer to you.
Always. They always did. That's why I ain't worried about getting a gun, because I've been protected all the time. The stuff I already been through.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the next topic. Chadwick Boseman.
Okay.
The actor played Black Panther. He did a hell of a fine job. The movie was great. It sold the most that year.
Yeah, I got lie. That's when my emotion kicked in. So yeah, it was very touching, and at the same time very heartbreaking too to hear about that. I didn't honestly, me and my homeboys talking about it. I didn't even realize that he was fighting colon cancer for 4 years. I didn't realize that. Even through the movie earlier through was it Blood 5? I think what it was on Netflix. I didn't know that he was dealing with that also, and the whole time looking like, wow, why, how this brother was.
A wake-up call.
Yeah, it is. It is.
King is a wake-up call.
You know what? It's that, and it's a constant reminder too. It's a constant reminder. Life is too short. You got to prepare better. You just got to live your life in a more humble way, get more close to God, the whole nine shebang. And you just don't know. Like, speaking out there, Tiffany's podcast, their families, friends, everybody else, if you have unresolved issues with people or stuff just is stupid to even argue with, just say what you need to say. Talk to your mom, talk to your grandmother, talk to your brother, sister. Like, you go like that over nonsense or just unexpected related medical issues you don't even know. It's never too late. So just go ahead.
King, hear me out. Hear me out real quick.
All right.
When I said it was a wake-up call,
all right, that's
just to show you that us as black men, we are so stubborn and so stupid not to go to the doctor, because something like that, a colonoscopy, is very important for us, especially when we get over age of 40, They said that.
Yeah, but we wasn't aware that, it's not reported document, so we can't say that he never did that.
No, I'm not saying that, but we lost the icon from it, you know what I mean? And us as, people, who adored him, that's a wake-up call for us, because
I got you.
We can't take our lives for granted, you know what I mean? Because so back right here, that you know what, that right there is killing black men at an alarming rate right now. They're saying colon cancer, so because I said, because we don't like to go to the doctor, things like that comes on us, you know what I mean? And we know how to deal with it, because
correct,
that's at a later stage. But if we get it checked out at an earlier stage, we'll be fine. That's the awareness. That's the awareness I was saying.
Oh, you're absolutely correct about that. And we have too much pride about that with doctors. And
now, tell the audience about your feelings on the scene in Black Panther, Vincent. His father gave him,
Okay. In Black Panther, he after he won the fight scene, the first time, his overseer gave him a potion to have the ability to go speak with his ancestors. And during that scene, he went and he asked his father questions about, can he be, a good king, and could he lead like him, like his father?
Right.
That's getting from the point. The point is that in that particular scene, he went and he was able to go speak to our ancestors. You know what I mean, by with the potion. Now
Mm-hmm.
with this right here, he just had the ultimate fight of his life, and bringing the movie to real life, he's with our ancestors now, and our ancestors told him, you know what, listen, there's no need to fight any longer. You know what I mean? Come rest with us. Come talk with us. You know, it's over. It's over. It's time for a new life. Come with us.
I believe that. I feel that.
I
And
agree.
and us as humans, we don't understand that death is a part of life, and we are very selfish through our emotions when somebody passed, not having an understanding that when somebody suffered like that, I don't want them here suffering. You know what I mean? Let them go to the afterlife. You know, let them be peaceful. They don't have to suffer no more because we don't know what that man been through during those chemo sessions, doing everything. You know what I mean, with that colon. Listen, I think it's selfish. You know, and you know, but like I said, we are human, and we hate to see people leave, but it's a part of life. We have to get over it. You know what I mean? And it's each day the healing process, but we still can't hold on to something that's not worth holding on to, because if that person was sick and it's their time, it's their time. Because just like it's going to be our time, and we don't want our people doing the same thing. You know what I mean? So in the same token, you know.
Well, he suffered. He was suffering stage 3. I don't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted to chime in on that part. He was suffering with stage 3 cancer since the year 2016. Like, when did Black Panther come out? Was that 2018? He came out, or 17?
Yes.
So
18.
he actually recorded that movie with stage 3 cancer.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
They said he made a couple of movies with cancer.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. He did 3. He did about 3 or 4 of them.
Wow. Now that's strong. Yeah.
And it was all.
That showed the strength of character. It shows you the character of that man. You know what I mean? He was strong. You know, and he strived. He really thought that he can beat this situation. You know, and it didn't happen. I had a close friend named John Williams who lived in South Jersey. You know, very funny guy. You know what I mean? Good brother. Good brother. Good brother. And he battled for the last 2 years with colon cancer, and he would come, you know, do a live and everything on Facebook to show the progress, what he was going through. And at one point, it went into remission. And a month later, only for it to spread to the organs, you know, and chemo was kicking his butt. And, you know, finally, you know, he made a post saying, you know, hospice is coming, and that's basically telling you that, you know what, it's just a matter of time. And when he made that post, 2 days later he passed on, you know. But it's just an emotional thing, you know what I mean? Like the humans, because he was a good friend, but I understand I didn't want my brother suffering like that no more. So, you know, but regardless of the fact, you know, we just have to be careful with ourselves, watch what we eat, take care of ourselves, and go to the doctor.
But why we gotta go to the doctor? And we know the natural way now, for those who's woke, the natural way of herbals and not eating meat, like you said earlier, we already know this as people of melanin, the natural way of healing ourselves. So I wouldn't tell people, I don't trust the doctors, tell you the truth. I'm so afraid to take my children to go get a shot. I'm scared they trying to shoot them up with the vaccination on some sneaky stuff. Like,
but you know, that's a different story. But that's a different story. But in the same token, you gotta understand something. Where how it's designed in America, if you're really not in touch with yourself, you're still gonna continue to eat the wrong foods and continue to poison your body. You know, and even still, even though we are woke, if we're not harvesting our own grains and our own vegetables and fruits, we still, you know what I mean, dealing with chemicals within our vegetables. So nothing really safe, you know. You just have to be careful with.
Right.
You have to be safe. You just have to be safe, and hope that that our ancestors have you, you know what I mean, to guide us into the light, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, the way how it's designed in America, we're set up to fail all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
I want. Oh, go ahead, Angela. You want to?
Oh no, I was going to piggyback real quick, Nate. Go ahead. Pretty much, I do appreciate the fact that you know, that Chadwick doing his struggle of that he sent the message out to everybody, and that's something that everybody had to inspire off of that too, because that's what also hit home for me. Like, he just didn't sit like, hey, I'm just gonna kill over, die, and just stay in the hospital for 4 years, just look miserable, I'm gonna suffer, and just all the pity me type party. It's just the message I got from him going through that time was, you know, you still could be inspiring, you could still do it, because during that whole time he was still, I didn't know, I knew he was doing it, but I didn't know he had that illness. He was still going out to other cancer patients and speaking to them and making awareness that way too. And I was like, wow.
Am I still here?
Yeah, you still there.
Okay.
That's good, Angela. That's a brave man right there.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to switch up the subject a little bit. Because I couldn't wait to ask you.
Quick. Hold on. Not to change the subject real quick, but
You just
getting
did.
back to the Black Panther, I wanted to say this. I'm sorry. I apologize. But getting back to the Black Panther, I wanted to say this right here. The correct character of the Black Panther was Killmonger.
What you mean by that?
You got me? Huh?
Yeah, we are waiting for the explanation. We hear you.
Oh, because the way how it was designed, the Black Panther, the way how it is now, he was of Wakanda descent, but American. You understand that? And the way how it was designed, and the way how his mind is set up, it's set up like the black man in America right now. He was woke in a motherfucker.
That's true.
I think I gotta go back and watch Black Panther because y'all got me. I'm like, I don't miss some parts in here the way y'all talking about it. I gotta go back and look at it.
Yeah, it's pretty much like, no, he was right. He's right, because pretty much the forefront was Black Panther, just the origins of him. But the backstory, which really was the front story, because it's very powerful. Very powerful. It was pretty much Killmonger that made the front from it. He said he couldn't hear, so I guess he's gonna go jump out and come back in.
Yeah, I know.
That's fine. But like I said, Killmonger was pretty much the backstory, which is the villain that technically almost, to me, became like the anti-hero, because he had a message too. And I understand what he's saying, because he's typically the quote unquote the Black American that's seen all the trials and tribulations and struggles that we went through. So he fought just as hard to go to get that power that most of us as black men and women were like, hey, if we had this power, we can flip the script on white, quote unquote, white society. So I get that, you know, and it's pretty much that was a hard sell, and he sold it. Even at the end when T'Challa, aka Chadwick, offered to him like, hey, I can save you. And he's like, no. And he made this great quote about, you know, my slaves went down and jumped off their boats and decided to drown versus leave from their home to come to another land. And he decided, like, let me go too. Yeah. So if you watch it, it's great, the action, anything else, but when you pay attention just to content and the dialogue of it, it was like very powerful movie.
I gotta go back and rewatch it.
He said, one of the most powerful scenes in that movie, he said, listen, he said, here are you have the capability to supplying your people all across this country, all across the globe, the weapons to overcome the oppressor, but yet you want to keep it here and within Wakanda? No, it's not about that life.
And that was just a different mindset of another Black person, like I said, living how we're living today. And I get that. You know, everybody don't have to agree 100% with it, but I get it.
Okay. So everybody agree, right?
Yes.
My question is, and I've been asking this because we have guys on in a minute. We've been having this all females majority. How do y'all feel about, we was talking about WAP, Cardi B and
oh yeah, I seen when you and your other co-host was playing that, and honestly, that was the first time I actually heard about it until you played it, and I seen not to try to change the subject. Where I seen a choreography.
No, change the subject. We want you to change the subject. Go ahead.
I saw a choreography. It's funny because I saw bits and pieces of the action video, and we have to it is crazy. We have to dive in deeper when we have to hear that type of music just to find that message. So I was okay. I took it as women being empowered. We're taking charge of us, our body. So I got that. And then, but at another turn of the page, I saw like another choreography of it, and I was like, well, damn, now that was entertaining.
Right.
Wet ass pee. I was like, huh? I didn't know what WAP is. I know if I'm showing my age, I don't know, but I didn't know what WAP was until somebody actually said it on another choreography. I was like, oh, okay, all right. It is what it is.
What about you, Vincent? What's your feelings about women sexually exposing their bodies in however you want to?
Let me just tell you this. Queen, timing is everything. The timing, the releasing of that video was horrible during this time. We just 3 months into my brother, who that damn cracker put his knee on his neck, and all of a sudden it was Black Lives Matter, you know what I mean? The movement.
Right.
And now all of a sudden we're waking up and, you know what I mean, we're trying to, you know what I mean, make a stance for ourselves to get respect,
Mm-hmm.
And now all of a sudden this sets my sister completely back, because the simple fact right here, you're making her lose her focus. She's making a stand for herself and say, you know what, nah, it's not happening. You know what I mean? Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? We demand respect. Now all of a sudden, here it is, you know what I mean? A man, once again, who exploited women, black women, you know what I mean, into using something to degrade themselves, knowing that the simple fact that, you know what, our sexuality is a part of our spirituality, now all of a sudden it was something that was so sacred. You're making it turn to be so, and it's deep. I can get real deep in it because during my time, we had our Little Kims and our Foxies and all that. But in the same token, I was one of the black men who went to the Million Man March. You understand that? And I took that vow to Minister Farrakhan to love, respect, and protect my black woman. You understand that? But with that being said, I'm still a man. It looks nice, but the same token, sister, come on now, put your clothes on. You don't have to do that to get your point across.
Right.
See, I have to agree to some level that, like, especially the last part, I agree with that one. But when you said the time is wrong, now it comes to a question to self, like, when is the right timing? Because this been going on since before we was born, before our grandparents and whatever was born. Even if it wasn't just black, is white and everybody else, it's just women overall. So it's either when is the right time, which is pretty much since the dawn of time. Yeah, exactly. Or now it's like, when we start, keep continuing it. Like, why stop? Why skip a beat? So that's where it comes down to. Like, it took so long, just like with just slavery alone, just to get abolished. And same thing with women, just how hard they had to fight. And then you got a black woman. I think Red Table Talk talked about that discussion too. It's pretty much became like just us as women, period, overall, how we are as sisters, how we should be so united. But then we come to a segregation with just us as color. Now you got color been white. So, okay, we living in the same world, more so, maybe more than men. So why wouldn't we be on that same front line just as women and just and push that main agenda that you're speaking of? Hey, right. Do the right thing, act the right way. Don't excuse me, ladies, my breast, my ass isn't gonna be forefront for my thoughts, my knowledge.
My brother, me being a black man, and you being a black man, I am your keeper. You understand that? And certain things I can speak on, certain things I can't speak on. Now, Your Highness over there, she can speak on her sister, you know what I mean? Now she can come, you know what I mean, educate her sister, you know what I mean, of, yo, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Yo, listen, we just came here, but you want to bring us back there, you know what I mean? either you with me or you against me. You know what I mean? Now,
Right.
that's the type of mentality we have to be on, because you gotta remember this. It's all about respect. And right now, the black man does not respect the black woman, and the black woman does not respect the black man. And it's sad. It's just sad that a
Very.
woman, just such as Your Highness, she's stronger than a lot of these men running around here today. You know, not because she wants to be, because she has to be, because the simple fact right here, we let her down. Everybody has a position to play, man versus woman. And if you're not playing your position, that's when the balance becomes unequal.
Yep.
And right now, our balance is truthfully, totally unequal. And it's not enough of you and me out here, you know what I mean, to have for Your Highness, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the damn day, you know, without respect, you don't have nothing. And right now, we don't have nothing. That's another reason why we're losing.
Right. I agree. Yeah, I've been let down. I was forced to be strong. Little leery on whether I was born with the strength, but I think I was, because I done seen it passed down from generation to generation of strong women. So both ways. But I was really pushed to my element, to my limit, because of a man. I had to learn to protect myself against somebody that's supposed to love me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that just made me draw a wall up now, because I feel I can go without it. I don't need a man. I don't need one. I need a king. I'm gonna say that one. You know my favorite word is king. I love kings. But without him, I'm still a strong warrior. I'm gonna battle till there's nothing left in me.
Yes.
I'm not gonna give up, because I got two human beings to protect, a king and a queen to protect. So you right, Vincent. I had to force myself to be who I am, and a no shit taker from people, men especially.
True.
But it's gonna take an understanding, strong, patient king to come to you, come correct, to be able, for you to be able to trust him, to let him in a little bit, so that wall can come slightly down.
Right. But it's gonna be a task.
Yeah, you got to earn
Major
it.
task.
A very big task. Yeah, it's a lot of foes out here in the world. These men, there's all this lying and stuff. I'm different. I'm putting my song out pretty soon too, called King. I'm always advertising, but I ain't put it out yet. And it's all about me wanting to talk to this guy that I see every day, but he carries himself as a king. You just see that, you get that feeling through your body when it's a real masculine king in the room, that that's gonna protect you, that's gonna have your back. And my song is totally about this king. Oh my God, he's the king. The song is dope. And I'm actually saying something. I'm not like all these other rappers. I like to tell stories and things like that. But I'm gonna drop that probably next week, though, something around that time. I gotta go back to the studio and finish something. But a king, yeah. I need somebody that's like an alpha male. If we gonna go to war, we gonna go to war together. It ain't no I'm gonna go get help. Nah.
Yeah, he already there.
Yeah, I'm already there. Running him over. I might jump before him, but he better have my back after that. But yeah.
You literally had me thinking of Erykah Badu's song. I think it's called Dangerous or something like that. It's really good. Very you remind me of that one. So that's a good one.
Yeah. Cause we can't be messing around with these little how are you gonna be weaker than a female? You wanna argue? I can't why men wanna certain men, I ain't gonna say all y'all, want to just argue with a female. What do you get out of that? And I know some females can be a lot to handle, especially our sisters. They can be a lot to handle. They might go overboard sometimes. They still got a lot of learning to do. But like the guys that just want to consistently argue with women, like he take out all his abuse and things out on the women or something he going through, like real emotional. Like, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm just trying to figure out like what's going on.
No, I can't speak of them. It pretty much comes down to, like I said earlier, just you got catch the red flags when they come. Pay attention to everything. Like our brother Vincent said, be more self-aware. And and I apologize because I kind of laugh at it, but most people are aware of it. Some just don't know, and that's when it comes down to life lessons. You know, whether me date, because like I said, I've been on both ends of the spectrum. You know, my younger days, cheating, playing, you know, being a child, and got reciprocated same way, got cheated on, and you just have to learn from it. You know, but don't be a fool and dummy and keep repeating the same mistake, because that's become an issue. That's on you.
Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Where's Benson go? He disappeared again. All right. Well, we got to keep on going. He'll be back in,
It's
hopefully.
all mine. It's my shot.
Okay. I got a question. What's the number one thing you don't like about women?
Lord, that's a good one. I feel like you put me in a spot.
Yeah, now it's your show. Come on.
You know what? I'm gonna go from my talk about my last two experiences, last relationship and the one before that. The last one, I would say my big pet peeve, because I honestly didn't think I had pet peeves. I know people talk about it. I just say your word. You know, if you like, for example, every woman asks about men's putting out their application. I don't say application, I say put out your resume, because we got history with that. So when we're putting out that resume on both ends of the spectrum, and you come to me and say, hey, you know, this is what I can do financially. This is what I can contribute to the relationship emotionally. This is what I can contribute to the relationship emotionally. Oh, wow, great. We're having a great depth of communication. Or sometimes it's like, you know, most marriages that's been around for 5, 10, 20, 30 years, sometimes you connect so much that you don't even have to be in that we got to talk all the time. That's great. We just sit there and just be. So when the first 3 stages, I tell people 3 months in a relationship, it pretty much is glitter and glamour. But after 3 months, it start getting serious. So once it happened, you start seeing these things and start checking off the list of what their resume, that becomes the issue. So for me, that's the most thing. Just be mindful of what you say, because I am a type of person that listens. There's not a lot of men out there that listen to women. I've been doing it like literally from high school. I mean, I kind of fell off. I would actually remember, and I'm kind of hopeless romantic about that. I will remember, you know, first moments of 30 days, or when I first kissed, or when we did that. So, and then the 3 months passed by. Now I'm like, okay, you used to say you do that, but I'm not seeing that as much. Or you used to say you was doing that. Like I had one in one past relationship, Lily came in my mouth, said, hey, I can get a job. Oh, wow, cool, that's great. I mean, everybody isn't blessed like that. You get a job anywhere. But when an opportunity came, now it became for this man, which I have no problem doing, me holding you down. But while I'm holding you down, I'm still trying to uplift you, and you're not being lifted. Now you're being carried. That's the issue for me. That's the issue. And the one before that is pretty much just watch what you say. I don't mean just, you know, being vulgar, cursing, screaming like that, because that's drum to the point. I was raised to the point where I literally will walk away, you know, unless you actively physically put hands on me. But watch what you say to the point where, you know, I'm this type of person, or I can do this, I can do that. Just be mindful of that. That's the only thing I got with women. Just be mindful of what you say, and because your character comes out. Like I can't express enough. Your character comes out.
Okay. Well, Vincent, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm back.
Angelus was just answering a question I asked him. Now it's your turn since you're back. What's the number one thing you don't like about women?
I love everything about women.
Oh.
I gotta play devil's advocate now. I gotta play devil's advocate.
Let me clarify myself.
Please.
I'm an energy person. And I feed off of energy. And when I meet a beautiful woman, because they're all beautiful, y'all all are beautiful in your own way, I feed off of your energy, you know. Now, one thing I don't like, this is with everyone, I don't like selfish people, you know, and
there you go.
I'll take you out, you know what I mean? And we can vibe, but the whole time, I'm going to be paying attention to your energy. Now, if it's like this right here, if I call you a little more than you call me, if I come to you a little more than you come to me, I'm paying attention to your energy. Okay? Now, if We go out to the mall or something. You want something? I got you. I'm a man. I'm gonna hold you down. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I'm gonna pay attention to your energy. Now, when it comes to cooking, now I'm a natural chef. I'm gonna cook for you. But in the same token, I'm gonna pay attention to your energy because if I say I got you, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let me hook you up something to eat, and you don't have no energy and say, nah, baby, you always do it for me.
Mhm.
Let me hook you up something. I'm gonna pay attention to that because you know why? You can find out a selfish person real fast. You know, and
Mm.
I listen. I'm a man. You know what I mean? I play my role. Man provides. You know, get off your ass, go to work 10, 12 hours, whatever, come home, provide for your family. But in the same token, if that energy is not good at home, nah, I gotta go. Nah, I
Yeah.
can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
See, I pay attention to consistency too, whether it's bad or good.
Yeah. You have
But
to.
here's the thing:
But
nobody's
Have to.
perfect. Nobody's
no.
perfect.
I hate them
And
words. I hate them words because somebody manipulated me with that excuse over and over and over again. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. And I got to the point I just dislike it. Okay. When people bring
Yeah.
that, I know you're not perfect. And I said last time, people make mistakes. Yes, they do. But just don't make the wrong mistake.
Yeah.
here's the thing. Here's the thing about me. I don't judge. I don't. You know. So you know how certain people judge people and all that on the mistakes they made or whatever the things they have done. You know what I mean? They judge them behind it. I don't do that because you know what? I have made some bad decisions in my life, and you know what? Am I proud of it? No. Am I a better man? Yes. But the same token, now if you was, you know what I mean? If you was, how can I say, um, if you know have your body count is high and you come to me, I'm not gonna judge you behind that because, like I told you before, we are spiritual and sexual people. Sexuality is a part of our spirituality, and I, hey, listen, I can't judge a person on that. Now, my brother right here, he might feel a little different, but in the same token, I'm not one to judge. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not one to call a woman out of her name, call her something
No.
that she's not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad you said that because and I had a conversation about before, and at least you're aware of that. I think that's pretty much the whole topic for today. I know we're touching bases on everything else, but that's pretty much the message I'm getting for tonight is people not being aware of certain things. Like me, I know stuff I've done in my past. If you know stuff you've done in your past, and if you're saying like for my motto, I always tell people, I know me. I know me. And I still say that. So if I know me, I know what my limits are. I know what I will and won't do. I know how I will and won't act. But you clearly don't. Same thing. And I love what you said. You in the comments said the cooking thing because that happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Like a bell. I can literally visually see it personally. And I remember the person I was dating, where their mom just happened to call them, and I hear all the time like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Like, "Oh, and just cooking dinner, making dinner." Are you asking them help? This is their mother now saying this. The voice that should have been in her head. Are
Yep,
you asking
yep,
him
yep,
to
yep.
help? Are you
He,
offering to help? That would
he's a
made a
grown man.
world.
He's a grown man. He's a grown man. He can get if he's hungry, he can make himself something to eat.
Yep.
Well, did y'all really want help in the kitchen? Because I know some people, even women, they don't want nobody else in the kitchen but them.
Honestly, I'm gonna say 90% no. But the fact you come in and you put it your little effort, or better yet, it'd be one of it. Again, it depends on the days. Let's just, for example, we got a whole weekend to ourselves, and I say, "Oh, I'm gonna cook dinner."
Your Highness.
And go ahead.
Hey, look. You want me to steer the macaroni and cheese for you?
Your Highness.
Macaroni and cheese.
Your Highness.
Get the hell out of that kitchen.
Your Highness, we are supposed to be
Pass that water.
partners. We're supposed to be spiritual connected. So if you come in the kitchen, you know what I mean,
Right.
while I'm in the kitchen cooking, and then you help out, or if I help out while you're cooking, you know what I mean, that means you know what we're preparing a meal that we're going to share together.
Right.
It's not no you do this, I do that. No, this is for us.
Mhm.
That's
And
the
it's
problem with
and
it.
it's fun. Yeah, and it's fun. That's another bonding with you and your mate. You know what I'm saying? That's another
Yes.
connection y'all can
Yes.
add on to that. You know, you don't
Yes.
have to, you know, like for
Yes.
example, like our brother Vincent said,
Yes, brother. Yes. Yes,
if
brother.
he's more
Yes.
if he's more the dominant person in the kitchen than her is, that's great. That's fine. I mean, that's just your dynamic. But if she comes and she see him like, hey, not struggling but doing something, oh, that's my baby. I love him. Hey, baby, you need anything? Just to act alone. And if he offers or not, like, hey, you know what? Just go in the kitchen, like, oh, I know he make that macaroni cheese like I like it. Let me go ahead and grab some cheese and put it on here. Offer, hang out a little bit because that's romantic. That's part of your bond.
Yes.
So why would you not do? Why would you not do that? Like my past relationship, I cook, she cleans. I'm not gonna not clean. I was raised differently. My mother had 3 badass kids, so I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up, iron, cook, whatever I got to do, and contribute. But go ahead,
brother. I got a problem with that right there because
shoot.
After we you know cook together, we eat together, we share conversation together, we gonna clean together. Then afterwards, I'm gonna rub your feet. You understand that? You tell me your day.
You trying to catch on here, Vincent? You got females watching.
Yo, listen, you gonna tell me your day, and you know what? I'm gonna prepare a bath for you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave you in that bathtub, and I'm gonna listen to your story. You know what I mean? After you finish your bath, I'm gonna lay your ass down on that bed. Then you know what? Then the rest is history.
Lord, I just saw 50 views popped up when he said that.
I
saw 50 views pop up when he said it.
He said he's gonna rub them dogs.
Yes, as soon as he said
Without
that.
a doubt.
Are you seeing like bling, 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 bling?
Without a doubt. But listen though. But listen. Yo, listen. Sometimes you gotta listen. You gotta give back. You know what I mean? Because we don't know about her day. You know what I mean? You know, she asks us about our day, but we don't know about her day or the things she has to go through with the kids or whatever. You know what I mean? With people in general. You know what I mean? Now listen. It's not about us all the time. You know what I mean?
No.
It's about her. You know what I mean?
Because no, it's not. It's not, and it still comes back to having communication. Even like I said, that when we first meet, that open door policy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when that open door policy kicks in effect, and we're talking just the basics of our relationship, or we talk about the basis of our past, like you mentioned before. I think one of the deep conversations we talked when we reconnected, Tiffany, was the narcissists and the attitudes of just on a male perspective, how they treat you. So that hit home for me, or just more so you, because it is your personal experience. So if you said it to me, my automatically thought, okay, I need to be more aware, even more extra aware of her feelings. And 2, let me not be like that guy, even if I'm not alone. Even if I never had that history or that record. Let me just be the person that she wants and needs. That asshole was never. Because this is me just on the petty side. Even if the relationship ended between me and you, the very least you can say to the back of my life, hey, at least it was just that one. So if it was that one and we can still be friends and I move on to the next relationship, there's hope for me yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And it's not that hard to do.
You're right.
Well,
but the feet rubbing.
What's wrong with the feet rub?
No, I don't mind it. I'm just saying that's time and conversation too. So again, that's like the bonus surprise.
I'm surprised Mr. Vincent said that, because I think you're gonna say more like meditating, Mr. Vincent, walking in the grass, hugging the trees.
Yep. I'm a spiritual person, but
that's what I want to do. I got problems.
Brother, let me tell you something.
Area. I'm sure they got them in your area.
Brother, let me tell you, brother, let me tell you something. Sure. Ain't nothing like putting a little baby oil in the microwave, putting it on warm, taking her, you tell her, you know what, listen, you deserve this. You know what I mean? Lay her down and give her a nice full body massage. You know what I mean? You gotta give back, man. You gotta give that love back, you know? The more love you give back, the more love she gonna give you back. You know what I mean?
True.
Unless you just got an old selfish wench, but yeah, a real queen, yeah.
Yeah, I think I had one in the past that way. It happens.
You can kill her with kindness, though. You can kill her with kindness, and guess what? When you leave, she's be the first one to blow up your phone, keep blowing up your phone, because she gonna want that back.
Yeah, but a lot is Oh crap!
Did you freeze up?
No, that was just me. It was, there you go.
Okay.
All right. I was doing a little adjustment on my end. I'm a little
Okay.
perfectionist. I apologize. Okay, we're good.
Now I
What
have
you
a
was gonna
question for
say?
you, Tiff.
For who, me?
Yes.
Yep.
Shoot. Go ahead, shoot. I like
Now,
questions.
you being a single woman with two seeds, is it hard for you to trust?
Of course. I don't even trust the mailman.
Oh, that's right.
I be calling up for the post office so my mail don't show up. I don't be playing. I don't trust nobody. And people and being around people in my past life made me like that. I got to always question something 2-3 times. I got to always look at anybody by the corner of my eye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody laughing at me. Who's laughing at me? Yeah. Yeah, I don't trust nobody.
So you never met your match yet?
Obviously, I didn't, and maybe I did, and maybe I messed up. You know, because maybe I wasn't in the mentality I'm in now. You know, so I'm gonna own up to some of my stuff. I wasn't a bad person, never been one all my life, but when I was younger, I didn't know what love was. So anybody I came across, it was just easier to let them go and not fight for it. You know what I'm saying? But as I know time go on and get older and more mature, we both have to fight for the relationship, not just one fighting for it and one not the other. So my mentality on love is a lot different than it was when I was younger. And maybe he was my husband, but I was so blind, I probably wasn't paying attention and probably let him go. I believe I met my husband somewhere in my past life.
Yep.
But it just didn't work out.
Yep, I've been there too. I remember one. I'm not gonna say her name, but she was actually a classmate, and she actually showed me the definition of infatuation and love. And in high school, like, yeah, I love you, girl. Like, you don't know what love is. I was like, huh? You just infatuated with me. I was like, what? I said, ooh. Now I'm thinking. So if you're the type of woman like that, is mentally stimulate my mind. Oh, I go gaga. And after the relationship was over, it just didn't work out. So I thought about her like all the time because she could have taught me even more and more just in high school how she grown. And at that point, I didn't even think I was that mature, but she was. So yeah.
But now, Vincent, I look for a more spiritual connection. Now everything's spiritual now. Everything.
Yeah,
you know.
You got past the flesh.
Yeah, like he could be ugly. Cause I'm joking, y'all. But looks ain't everything. But I know growing up, we always had a preference. Oh, I like them tall, chocolate with a bald head and look like Morris Chestnut and all that. I've learned to stop trying to picture my man and just wait for the gods and goddesses and the ancestors to bring them to me on a spiritual level. It's no more about looks.
Well, I can honestly say, growing up, I used to play catch up to my cousin because he was a ladies' man, you know what I mean? And I used to get, you know what I mean, the background, you know what I mean? And I used to, you know, try to be something that I wasn't. And I'm a gentleman. I was in my first life, I was a gentleman. My second life, I was a gentleman. My third life, I was a gentleman. That's just a part of my nature, you know. I love women, without a doubt, but in the same token, I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to abuse you. I'm an energy person. If your energy is 100, energy gonna match your energy. If your spirituality is even better, I'm gonna upgrade my spirituality. You know what I mean? Now, the most important thing you can have is self-love.
Right.
You can't love no one without self-love. You know,
right.
Especially you can't love no one correctly. You know, once you learn to love yourself and those are things, everything that you like and what you want, it's easy to find a mate there. You know, because you already know you have a standard, and it's not knocking the next person. It's not you're just not settling, and that's the most important thing.
Absolutely, and that's why I've been on that journey of loving myself and knowing what Tiffany likes, what Tiffany wants, what Tiffany deserves. And that's why I don't have a man now. I'm okay with that. I got some candidates though, but you know, I got to take them to school. They got to go to elementary, high school, and college, and graduate
Take your time.
Yeah.
in order
Take your
for me
time.
to pick.
Take your time.
Yeah.
It's a process.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Especially when the outside influence, and that's the bad part. Especially when the outside influence kick into you, like, girl, or brother, you 35. Why you not? Like, literally, I remember when I first came to South, somebody said that, like, threw it on my face, like, oh, you single? You don't got no kids? What's wrong with you? And I was like, what's supposed to be wrong with me? I just chose not to have kids. I chose not to get in a relationship. Like, what's going on with that? You have phases and stages in your life. Like, I didn't get that. Even now, like, same thing with you. Like, hey, date yourself, love yourself. Most people literally would stay home all the day cooped up, but don't know what's going on in the outside world, And I'd be like, yo, if you just walk out the door, you can have like a great adventure just going 30 minutes, just top of my head, go to Walmart, come right back. You have like a little funny, cool story. Like, I'll tell stories all the time, and I'm like, I can't make this dumb stuff up, but that's me. You know what I'm saying? From first, even when all my relationships, they would say, hey, you just seem like you just vibe with people well. I was like, yeah. I was like, this is how me and my family is. Even my cousins, they're very talkative
Sound like
person.
you're an energy person.
Yeah, I like you said, brother. I feed off like yeah. That's why. Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, same way with you, and I love how the conversation I'm having and vibing with you. I'm feeding off of that, and we just keep going. Feeding off of Tiffany, we're going. I'm pretty much a chill like.
He's a Taurus like me. We the same sign.
Yeah, I'm so consistent with my pattern. Like, that's the part. Even with relationships, I would sit there looking back at myself like, I don't get it. Like, most people like, I don't understand you, and I'm like, I do pretty much the same routine all the time. I love my music. I have the same vibe. I get my mind right. I go where I need to go. I come right back home. But somehow there's a little adventure coming back and forth. But if we're together, hey, I'm gonna get out there so we can mix back and forth. But if we're conversating, like, let's say we're a party or a house party or just I think some had an event before pandemic, and I hung out there and I just sat in the corner because like the vibe was just so lovely. That don't mean I need to get up and dance and boogie about. That's fine. I don't need to do it. I'm chilling. I'm enjoying everything. And I would have people come up like, hey, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm just enjoying the thing. Hey, are everything all right with you? No, everything's good. I'm just enjoying myself. Like, I'm just loving everything else going around me. So that's it. But you have to date yourself, love it, like what you like what you dislike, bad and the good. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Let me tell you this. A woman who I was supposed to have married back in 2012, she hurt me bad, real bad, because I did everything correct as a man, and as a man should, but it wasn't supposed to be. She hurt me bad, and I had to gather myself, shut the outside world off, and I said to myself, what are the things that you like? What are the things you want? What are the things you're going to do? Most important thing I did was I stopped drinking. Because when you're drinking, your emotions all over the place,
And that's that truth, sir.
And then then I started reading more. Then I realized that, you know what? You're an outdoors type of person. You like to fish, but I don't believe in harming animals. So anything I catch, I release. And I, look at them, you know what I mean? Whatever, thank the fish, me for allowing me to catch them, you know what I mean? Put them back in the water. Those are the little things that I've gotten to learn about myself, and through meditation, connecting, more and more with the universe, I became a better overall person. I used to had a nasty attitude when things wasn't going my way. When I told you before about the users, whatever, I used to get an attitude, whatever, but I just said, you know what, that's my fault, because I allowed them to use that bad energy to put on me, to manipulate me into doing something that I normally wouldn't have done. But I said, you know what, I need to clean that up, and then I stopped dating for a good year, And I said, you know what? I don't need to be running up into any and everything, because that's bad karma. That's bad energy because I am one to believe that if you stick your Johnson up into something and her energy is wrong, it's going to bleed off onto you. And I said, nah, I can't be doing all that. And I became a better person. Sometimes you have to shut off yourself to become a better part of yourself. And I didn't know where I'm at now, that I'm still striving, I'm still evolving as a man, you know what I mean? Through my spirituality, in my next level, So I already know for a fact, whoever, whenever, is gonna be blessed.
That's good. That's how it's supposed to be.
Congrats to that queen when she gets you.
Yep. Learn yourself, love learn yourself, love yourself. But if they catch that fish, brother, I'm telling you, that's going in my house. But that's just me. That's just me.
I want y'all to leave off some words of wisdom for the audience because we about to wrap it up. Because I know our shows normally be like 2 hours. And I got to hire somebody to start editing because it'd be so long.
But that's part of the podcast, though. That's part of the podcast. You have fun with it, especially if you start off right. Podcast. Yeah, you start off right. Yeah, you start off right. You keep it going, and it's trial and error.
Yeah.
This is your baby. It's new. You got to put a little powder on it. Yes, sir.
My brother, I need your energy. Because you know what? We need to make a Tiff sandwich again. You know what I mean? Don't let all the women have all that. You know what I mean? The airwave. You know what I mean? We need to. You know what I mean? Like every third week or something, come join with Tiff and just evolve. You know what I mean? Just.
I'd be happy to do that. I'd be happy to do that. This is something like before me and Tiff actually started. Just to dive a little bit deeper. I had my own motivational fitness blogger for 4 years, and just for the last since I relocated, and I just recently relocated, so my whole second room is pretty much going to be between blogging, podcasting, everything else. But my main focus is just have fun with it because that's what I do. But if I get, okay, I thought he cut off, but it's fine. But my forethought was, hey, I can get paid off this, but I just love to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's true. And you got to find your awareness. Yeah, and I think Steve Harvey said it best. You got to find your blessings, bro. Like if you cook fried chicken, you cook the goddamn best the best goddamn fried chicken it is. Hey, make something out of that. If Tiffany's sitting here doing what she's doing, and it take one person, and that one person goes to the next person, 2, and then 4, and then 6, and 8. Hey, do what you got to do. This is your baby. It just started. You're blossoming it. At this, I was telling somebody close. Yeah, somebody was telling close to me. I'm coming on here. I'm your guest. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I'm your guest, I'm learning from you. And this is something I can learn from me, for myself. This is just a practice for me, so I enjoy it. You know what?
I just thought of a great idea. I think I should set up a show with 3 guys against the 3 women. I'll be the questionnaire and the host and make it a competition with the questions. I got to think of an idea what questions I'm going to ask the guys and score them on it versus the women. I think that would be something fun for us all to get together and do because we all would be on here. This thing will hold about 10 people. So,
okay.
Yeah, I'm going to plan that probably. Give me another week.
Okay.
Because I got to really figure out how I'm going to do this since it's my idea.
Well, y'all got me so pumped up. After this, I'm gonna go on mine and do live because I don't know what you're sipping on, Tiffany, but I'm a big wine person, so I'm gonna go grab me a bottle of red. Everybody know me. Okay. Oh, cool. So after I'm done with this, I'm gonna get me a bottle of wine. I'm gonna hash it out on my page a little bit for an hour or so, listen to music. And if anybody got questions, dumb questions, serious questions, silly questions, comments, hey, bring it to the table, and I'll just rock out with everybody. But go ahead.
Since you busting these bottles of wine open, I'm gonna get me y'all. Listen, don't laugh at me neither. I'm gonna get me some pink Chardonnay from Sutter Homes. You know what I mean, and just have a nice glass.
Nothing wrong with that, brother.
Yeah, take a nice bath, put some bubbles in it.
Oh, no. Men don't do that. Men don't do that now. Men don't take baths.
He got rub it.
Men don't take. I know men that take baths.
Yeah, they soak in hot tubs and everything.
Yeah.
Yo, listen. I get in the hot tub, brother, but I ain't taking no bath, okay? I get a hot shower is the thing.
All right, because I know you're a feet person, so you had to practice with somebody, so you ain't gonna start yourself.
Oh, yo, listen. I love some feet in the heartbeat, bro. It's never dropping out some feet.
I'm saying you probably started with yourself first, and then like worked your way back, like because just kept it coming.
Yeah, I had a good time on this show. I always vibe with the masculine more anyway, a little more than women, because I'm a different type of breed. I see differently from other women. It's only a very few females I can count that I can naturally vibe with, but I've always been under boys, even growing up. My brothers, I vibe different with males.
See, I'm the same, but the opposite. I vibe better with females. I was mostly raised by women. The men in my life, like I said, absentee father, that could be another one. I'm sure Brother Vincent could just chime on that one too, but just an absentee father and the ones that was in my life. One of my, Karvan, he's been like a big brother and mentor for me when I was working in Tavistock Mall, and a few others, my elder cousins, pretty much put that mental mind spec of me of what a man should and should not supposed to be. So it was just a rare few, but mostly women sets the bar for everything. So that's where I'm pretty much will relate to them better. So it's like a small circle.
But you are aware that the black woman is God, right?
Oh, of course. They goddesses. I cherish them. Cherish them a lot.
I think I ain't trying to be stuck up or conceited and all that, but I'm a different breed.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, I agree with you.
Some females, like, you can know somebody for a whole year, but if you watch and observe them, you'll start to learn them, like with the consistency, good or bad, and you'll be like, damn, this person wasn't like this in the beginning. Or females to me be a little too extra. I'm not an extra female. I'm actually me. Like when I'm off camera, this is how I am. Voicing my opinion, talking to people all over. I'm me all day. I don't never try to outdo the other females. I don't have to show out to get attention. I don't have to be extra to get attention. That was just never me.
Yep.
And that's why I don't vibe with a lot of females. They be fake sometimes, and I be peeping stuff like.
Sound like you oozing confidence.
Huh?
You're oozing confidence.
I'm oozing confidence?
Yeah, you're a confident woman.
Oh, okay. I just said losing. I'm like, huh? I've been confident since I was born. There ain't no problem. But it's just, I buy more with males.
But pretty much my message. But pretty much my message overall, just just of everything, just men, women, health, mind, body wise, just be more mindful of yourself, be mindful of your friends, be mindful of even your enemies, you know what I'm saying, and just respect your neighbor. That's all we ask, because especially the way 2020 going right now, it's not even right now, and this is just me personally, it's not even really focused on a black and white thing. It's pretty much focused on the everybody thing. Everybody just need a real attitude adjustment on how they live their lives, how they deal with their fellow neighbors, with everything, whether it's politics, sex, but
brother, I can't do that just yet. I gotta focus on mine first before I can worry about that. No, I'm talking about us as blacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I gotta worry about us before I can, even invite, a white person or a Spanish person in, we gotta get right, you know what I mean? And the most important thing is that us as men, we gotta learn to check our ego at the door and protect ours, you know what I mean? No matter what. We have to learn to have to protect ours. And
of course.
You just don't know. Oh.
A lot of black men need to leave that ego thing outside somewhere, because that's the black man's problem, egos. That's the main problem with black men, and women is they need to fix their emotions. But the men and his ego, like I can't stand a man with his big ass ego. Sometimes vulnerability is the best thing in a person. You can understand them better. You know how to deal with them. And if black men want so much in I ain't gonna say black men, I'm say black people when so much in competition with one another, we would be doing all right. But everybody wants to compete with one another. He getting a little more attention than I am today. Oh, I need to step it up and go buy this $100,000 car to step my game up, which is bullcrap.
Or throw him under the bus just so I can shine.
Right.
That part.
Right. Right.
All right. So what's your final thoughts?
Well, my final thoughts is getting ready for next Saturday show.
Okay.
We're looking for interesting people, natural people, down to earth people that want to come on our show and speak about your experiences. You can inbox me at Tiffany Turley, or you can leave a message here in the comments. I'll get back in contact with you because we look for guests on a daily basis. We ain't trying to be picky. You ain't gotta be rich. You ain't gotta be famous. But all you gotta do is just be you, and that's what makes you a great candidate. And I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight, Angelus and Vincent. Vincent, can you hear me?
He on a mission.
Vincent.
He's on a mission.
He sure is. Who you about to rob? About to rob the store?
He's on a mission.
So I want to thank y'all for coming out. Vincent, because he don't know. Once I click, I'll click. I'm done. Vincent.
I think he gave us a salute.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I think so.
Angelus, thank you. You are great, and I'm going to have you back on. I'm still going to try to figure out that game with the 3 men against the 3 women, and I'll be the host. So we're going to have to set that up. Really, that'll be fun. Like a little Jeopardy, a Black People's Jeopardy or something.
Okay, no promise.
Hey, wouldn't that be dope? That would be dope.
Okay.
Let me read some comments real fast to you. Before we hang up real fast.
Sure.
Laugh out loud. This is from who? This from? Ric Flair. You know Kyle Steele?
Yeah, probably by face.
Yeah, he went to Everton High.
Okay, I don't remember.
Okay, he said laugh out loud. He just followed that sentence with one thing I don't like. Oh, he trying to be funny. He said y'all be cracking me up. Nefertiri said love, peace, and light. It's too much going on over people's heads right now.
Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah, she's the other host.
Yep, there you go. I remember her.
Some men are very emotional, like seriously.
Yes, we can be.
Yeah, they can. And she said, thanks again, guys. Vincent Nefertiri said thanks again.
Anytime, Nefertiri. Anytime you step out, I'm gonna step in. Anytime you step out, I'm gonna step in.
Right. So we was about to bang, right? Go out for the night. But we didn't know if you heard us or not because you look like you was about to rob the store. Rob the poppy store.
Nah, I just had to go get my bottle of wine because y'all was talking about that. I needed that bottle.
You had to make it happen, huh?
I love y'all. Shay, you understand? I don't talk about it, be about it, you know?
Be about it. I say.
You ain't come prepared, brother. I got a whole wall full of it. Whole wall.
Yo, listen. Listen. Like I said, I don't drink like that, so I don't keep it around me. Every now and then I do like a glass of wine.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm just letting you know my bottle's already popped. It's been in the freezer cooling for like a nice little couple of days.
Vincent, the party. Let me tell you, when you drinking wine.
She jumped ahead of me.
I'm sorry.
You go ahead. When
Black Talk come on, the party starts right then and there, not after the party.
For her.
I'm like, got my computer up there, got my pen, paper, yep, got my wine, yep, check.
All right, I got that. Oh, okay, you professional. I gotta add that on my list. Why?
Nefertiri be killing me because listen, her little cup, she be having her little burgundy in there, sipping it.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, but I be telling Nappy, we don't need the whole bottle.
Listen, she's a firecracker because she when she go in, she go in.
Yeah, I'm like that. I said, Nappy, all you need is 2 shots. You don't need the whole bottle. It ain't.
Hey, Vince, that might be a challenge with our opinions and stuff. Where if we do the 3-on-3, so if she's in there, man, you got to come a little bit of tag team a little bit.
What about
Just
the
to stay-
3-on-3? Listen, let's get a 2-on-2. You and
Yeah.
Tiff versus Tiff and Neptune versus me and you.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yo, I got two other. I'm gonna be the host. I'm gonna be the questionnaire person. I'm doing all that.
Okay. All right, cool.
I'm gonna be
Okay,
one to
okay.
talk the shit in between what y'all saying. But
Okay.
I got you. I can use Neffy, Shakira, Mama D, Miss D. She was a host on here. Very, very nice, not smart woman, intelligent. And I can get Joaquin with y'all too. I know they all will come back on. Y'all 3 men against the women.
Without a doubt.
And I'll be fair as possible.
Looking
I'm
forward to
neutral.
it.
That's all we do. Yo, that's the only. We wouldn't have you no other way.
Looking
Thank
forward to it. Looking forward to it.
All right, y'all. We're going to wrap this up because I got to finish drinking my wine. I'm just joking. I ain't no wine, though. I know how to control it. Okay, I want to thank y'all for watching Black Talk the Movement. We'll be back on next Saturday. And guys, I might prepare for next Saturday. It's either this Saturday coming up or the following Saturday. I got to do a little more pondering and figure out what questions I'm going to ask and how I'm going to score y'all. But
from the heart.
Yeah. It's that's why I'm thinking. I'm still talking about it because I like stuff like this. It's like, it's a challenge. But I want to thank you guys for coming out. We said this not too long ago, about 20 minutes ago. But this is what Black people do. We do Black Talk. And thank y'all for watching. Everybody have a good and safe weekend. Love, peace, and soul.
Thank you.
Ashe.
Thank you. Ashe.
It's a movement. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk like. Yeah, my name is Truth from what you wanna hear. And if they got my back, let's make it crystal clear. We screaming Black power, we ain't never scared. 2 queens who do the most is host. So it's a movement. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Black talk, real talk like. Wow, it's a movement. Got you moving. Keep it moving.